Alright guys, so this is James the Whole Show, and as you can see, this is a new game. This is the Legend of Dragoon. You're probably wondering what happened to Digimon. Fact is, I kind of got bored of the game, not to mention I really forgot where I was going. I lost track of what everything I needed to do in the game, so it's just postponed for now. I will come back and finish the game. Like I say, I will do that, but I did want to do this video because this is a very nostalgic game. Comes back, me and a brother of mine were very. This was like one of our favorite games back in the day. It was originally a 4-disc RPG, really fun. 4 chapters. Each disc is one chapter. It's of course it's JRPG, turn-based, a little different from most. I am actually going to start a new game so you guys can see what's going on and little stuff like that. I'm probably going to skip through a lot of the dialogue because it's long for no reason. I'll go through the big parts of what the story is. Basically, I'm going to tell you just like this because of course you see Dragoon. A lot of people think Dragon. It's basically a big war of dragons versus another party of characters that you will see eventually later in the game, then I will explain when they come up. So the most thing you'll like about this game is just the simplistic of it and the simplistic gameplay of it. I think this game came out in the States at, let's find out, its original release. As I can tell you, this game is pretty hard for some people, and for people who've never actually experienced this game is really good. So this game came out in, let's see, where is it?
So this is her.
Okay, so this came out in North America in 2000. I think it was about 2004 when we got this game. That is a very key character, Shauna, and I think they're called a Serdian soldier. I think that's what they're called. So they're from the castle from Emperor Dole. You'll see him later on. They're actually raiding they're raiding something called Celes. This is like one of the home. This is the start of it. That guy in the robe is going to be a very key part too. And no, it did not look this clean back then. I mean, it looked pretty good like this, but it wasn't refined since now it's on PS4. I was so happy. One of my brothers, big dog, he came and hit me the minute he knew this was coming out, and I went and bought it the same day because it was only $11. Why not? This was a great game for what it was, and it was long. I mean, these was when PlayStation was hitting its peak with good games. And already, as you can see, of course, this is a girl. You know exactly. You're going to see her. It starts off the game with my favorite character. You will see her eventually. I'm not going to reveal anything until it comes up. And that's just the Green Touch Dragon, Freybrand. So there are actual dragons in this game. I will go see chapter 1, the Serdian War. So I will explain each character as we go on, as we get each cover. You get 7 characters in total. You can swap them out a lot of times, but I'll go over them as we get into battles and we learn who they are. This is your lead character, Dart. He's 23 years old. He's a swordsman. And basically that's just him. He's like your average, you know, good guy, leader. If you've played it, he's the do-gooder. So he's running around because he hears those horses, the Serdian soldiers. These are two Serdian surgeons. They're asking who he is, and they're asking if he's a mercenary. And once they threaten him with that spear, he pulls out the sword because he can actually beat them in hand-to-hand combat very simply. And now it's time to meet. This music you hear right now is literally my favorite boss theme. This is a boss theme. I love it. And yes, Freybrand does try to come down and kill you. This music, I love this music. It plays during most dragon fights. You will have to fight dragons in this game. Even one guy said dragons look like a he said one of the guys I was watching, his name is he's a YouTuber, Missile Down Online. I was watching him. Shout out to him if he ever watched this video. He said Freybrand looks like an insect, which he really does. As you can see, my character actually saves Dart. Just tell him to be quiet. If you don't, you're gonna die. Because Freybrand didn't see what happened. So now he's looking around, he doesn't see him, he's gone. He tells him it's a dragon. The village could easily be destroyed without a dragon. He says, are you talking about Celes and those soldiers were? She told him there won't be nothing left, and he says Celes is his village. So basically you start the game off from him and that other girl you saw that I said was a very important character. That's what's going on. Also, while I do have the time, for anybody that did enjoy my Final Fantasy X Let's Play, I will tell you now, for the announcement, I will be grinding sometime soon. To start that grinding period, I will be. He says, oh no, oh my god, he's looking over the cliff at the village. But what I was saying is, I'm actually going to fight the Dark Aeons online. Will I fight Penance? I'm not sure, because I haven't actually fought him on my regular profile yet. I will fight him, I will grind just to show you guys how to do it. It's going to be a long grind, so bear with me. I might actually do a whole nother run separately just to get kind of in the flow, so I already know what I need to do, so I can kind of get some of the stuff that I need. So probably will do that. I remember promising from what was the game, Horizon, I was going to do some of the cauldrons. I still have that file, and I am going to do some of the cauldrons for you. I might do a few at the same time, not to mention since I got a little free time extra, I think I'm gonna start doing silent Let's Plays, where I just kind of run through a game and I just kind of do stuff. You know, you can just watch me. You can just kind of watch. I know some people, even like myself, I kind of enjoy watching it where there's no commentary, nothing. So we're gonna keep going. That's why I had to plug that in. Mainly, he's looking for the girl that they said put her in custody. That's who he's looking for. That basically is his love interest. So now we get to carry him. That arrow above his head basically tells you if you're near a battle. When you see that little exclamation point, hit the X. That'll move in an action. So, villager, if you didn't get enough killing, you're speaking to to an Imperial Sandorian soldier. There's two of them. Boom, he just kicks him and he tells him to stop, and now they're basically just raiding this village under their under their leaders, that dude in the hood. He carries us all out. So basically, we're going to get into the battle system. So 2 soldiers on 1. Basically, this is no challenge at all. So you got your basic attack, you got guard, you got items, and you can escape. You cannot escape this battle. Basically, it's kind of like a tutorial battle. So we're going to talk about how you attack. So when I hit attack, I have to hit the X button, right? That's called an addition. So what an addition does is basically you have your regular attack. Dart, every one of them, he has the most in the game. Every time he does that, he's always going to start off with that very generic first slash, but then the addition changes. I'll go over a little bit now right after we get out of this battle, but you have to hit it at the right time to do it. So you do this. I got 2 healing potions. I only need 20 experience to go up to level 2. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna go into the main menu and talk about it a little bit. That little white aura veil you see, that's a save point. They did add a few things into this game that I will say when they re-released it. Basically, this dialogue is not much. If you really just want to delve into the story a little bit, all this dialogue is not really useful at all. You can really know what to do half the time. You can look up a walkthrough, but if you play along with me, if you have this game and you play along with me, I can easily show it to you. So you go here, they got this chest, you get a burnout. I'll get into those in a bit because I really don't need to use it. So you got items. This is your main hub. You got lists. You got stuff for all your equipment. This is all that Dart has. Even with that picture, it'll show you who has it. So if you hit triangle near it, it will actually organize everything by type. So you got 4 healing potions. I got 2. They got 2 of these burnouts. Burnouts are considered magic. They're attack magic. I'll get into that when it needs to be used. Dart does not really use it. I don't use it with him almost at all. He's much better as a physical attacker. So you see all their stats, they're laid out. Dart as a character, he's like the most well-balanced character there is in this game. As you can see with his stats, his attack is really good, defense is pretty good. He's got pretty decent magic attack and defense, as you can see. And his speed, 50, he's like somewhere in the middle of the pack. So he's like literally the main source. He's like that guy he's like every League character for the most part. He doesn't excel too much in one thing besides he is really strong physically if you build him correctly. So when we talk about additions, like you see, you have double slash. He's the only person in this game that has 7 additions. So you got this one. You'll learn 6. He'll learn 6 after a certain level. Basically, when I get to level 2, I'm going to learn a new one. Level 8 for this one. Level 15 for this one. Level 22 for this one. And level 29 for this one. Now you see you have the level, the SP, and the damage. It's basically the level. It tells you how far along have you come along in it. The add is how many attacks it adds on. So that's basically how many other times you have to press X outside of the first initial slash. SP, not really a big thing yet. You'll get, well, like I said, we'll get into that a bit later. The damage, that's how much percentage it multiplies. So your first attack always does damage, but that, if you finish the addition, that adds on more. The next level, I have to use it 20 times to make it go up. The max is 5. So basically I have to use this addition 80 times. The only way to get his last one, and it's for everybody, their very last addition, you have to level up all the other additions. Now, Dart has some really hard ones, so there's an item later on in the game I'm going to get after I grind on screen for it. So that basically helps. So I'm going to save it here. You know, you always have to save, but it's only highlighted when you're at a save point. When you hear that little noise that you heard, that's how you know you can save it. I was doing something else on this while I was trying to get another trophy from it. So you guys might actually get to see me get 2, you might see me get my last 2 trophies, because I only need 2 more in this. The second one down here, Mayfield, that's basically on the last disc. I'm literally like right at the last parts of the game, so that's pretty cool. So this, I guess, this is like one of their friends, like one of the elders, I'm guessing. He's basically wondering what happened, what's going on with everybody. And they, because you can see, they completely destroyed the village. And Shauna is the name of the young lady you saw at the first of the game when they had that little piece that was going into her forehead. That is her. So we're getting ready for our first mini boss. This is a Serdian commander. So he's not really strong, but he is it. So currencies of Hellenic prison, that's like the next big area I gotta go to in order to save Shauna. We're gonna show you a few things. Alright, so let's go. Alright guys, give me 1 second. Now I'm just getting a call to the north recording. So basically, you got the knights, and then you got the commander. Just kill one of the knights. They'll always basically die one double slash. You kill one, the other one runs away. So basically, it's just you and this guy. So I'll show you what attack magic is. Dart is pretty good at using this, but there are other characters that far exceed him in this. So watch this. Burnout. This is what you have to do. Basically have to just mash X as fast as you can. I rarely ever mess this up, but it does tire your arm out and it's a workout. You do that, see, 12 damage. You'll probably do a lot more magic damage up front because I've already made him heal. He doesn't have a lot of HP, like I said. This music you hear is for bosses. He's a mini boss. And you haven't seen it, you saw the little arrow above him was yellow. When it's yellow, that basically means he's in the yellow of health. So he changed his stance. Now you see his red. He's close to death. See, one magic attack and two strikes. He's dead. So as I told you, now I got the next one, Volcano. I'm not gonna use it yet because I'm gonna max out. The first edition. Before I do that, I'm gonna max out double slash before I start using it. But because the next part I am gonna grind off screen, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that. Excuse me. I'm still having a few allergy issues, so something I gotta take care of really quickly, so I don't want to have to end this video really soon. Once I'm done with it, definitely come right back to do some more recording. So basically now he dies. Now our whole objective is to get to, what's that place called? Hellenic prison. So what you want to do before you leave this place, you want to go up here. You see these headstones? Touch this one, hit X on it, it'll say what's this. You get a Stardust. Basically, I got the trophy for one of those. I need 30 of those. I'll explain what Stardusts are a little bit later. They don't really mean anything now, but you do. That's the only one you can find in this village, if I'm not mistaken. I have like a screenshot of the first 30 of them, so I could find 30 of them after the second disc. This is Hellenic prison. As you can see, pretty treacherous. Got that long, gloomy bridge and everything. And then see, they put Shauna in a cell. She is a playable character too. As I said, as we get each character, I'll go over what they do. I can tell you who's the best character in the game and who's the worst. Basically, like I say, Dart is an all-around guy. But this is normally about my start. So, Frugal. He is the lead here warden. So he's he's basically trying to inquire, who's this girl? What does she want? And the man in the hood, the guy told you it's going to be real special. Just pay attention to him. And see, he pulls his sword out and tells him, hey, basically, Emperor Joel said, do not put a don't put a scratch on this girl. If you do, it's over with. And look at him, just throws his subordinate off of however knows, I don't know, it's Oblivion down there. Being my older brother Big Dog, we used to cry when we saw that. It was hilarious. So this is the overmap. So I can go back in the cellies if I want to. If I go behind me, I'm not sure what's behind me. I've never actually noticed that. But there are random battles out here. But the next thing you want to do is enter the forest. Once you enter the forest, then you're going to move on to the next one. This is a good place to grind if you want to go up a few levels. I would advise it, because going up a few levels right here in this little area, you can always gain money. This is a chest. You see these little wood boxes, you know, pick it up. As you see that those arrow above my head, when that thing turns yellow and now red, I'm getting ready to go into a battle. So that's basically how you know the random encounter is coming. I'll show you a few of the monsters in here. These things, once you get like these I forgot what these things are called. They are something mouse. The berserk mouse. So as you can see, they die from anything. They're like the weakest enemies in the game. So I'm gonna show you something good about. Now you can see I can escape now, because this isn't a tutorial battle or mandatory. As you can see, the guard command. When I guard, you see I got 6 HP back. When you do that, and if you guard, if you want to heal up and not use any healing items, fight these enemies and literally just hit guard, because as you can see, they can't do any damage to you when you guard. Guarding halves all damage no matter what it is, and every time you guard, you will always get you'll get 10% of your health back. There are items that'll let you do that every turn, but I don't need to, because like I said, these enemies can't do anything to me. There are a few more. There's an assassin cock, I think it's called. There is a little troll that he can do a crap ton of damage to you. There is he's the strongest enemy, and I think it might be a tree in here if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, don't double quote me. This is the merchant. You can buy stuff from him, you know, for all my RPG players out there. This is one of them. Basically, he sells you burnouts. I would advise you to buy a few of these, because you're gonna need them. I don't really need many healing potions. Body purifiers are for anything that it takes off, anything like poison, stun, arm blocking, anything that affects you physically, it'll take it off. Charm potions reduce encounter risk. I've never used those things. You can sell, of course, you can sell items, you can sell armed, and you have nothing. So basically that's what you do. So I'm going to show you a few other things before I end this. No, if you do need to know how to use attack items, this guy will show you how to use them. So there's a few things. Now you know you can't save it here, right? So if you hit options on the menu, or you hit options on your controller, new thing, hit triangle, and now you can do a quick save feature. So this is in that Mayfield spot that I told you. As you can see, this was about maybe 10 days ago. So bam, I'm just gonna save over that just for a quick save. Or if I really want to save, I can go back to the main section. I can go out to the main thing, south of Sergio. If I go ahead and hit triangle, I can save regularly now too. Also, when you hit start, you can hit load or save. You can do either one. You can load up one of your quick file saves. You also have settings. You got settings for everything, however you want to do it. As you can see, the touchpad is start and select, so each side of it does what it needs to. And you have a rewind feature. You can actually rewind something that you wanted to see. So if you want to relive the part of a game, you can rewind and go through it that way. If you missed a part of a scene and you really want to, go right back through it. Note this is not in the original. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. This is James the Show signing off. I'm gonna be back with more of these videos because I'm really excited to show you guys more of this video. So I will, once I come back, I'm probably gonna be at a few higher levels. So I see you guys next time. Thank you for the support.